This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And here comes Lenoris Sellers. More than 350 yards and a pair of scores in his last game.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Plows through the defense. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Grab behind the line. It's Bennett. Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 of the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. In the red area, it's Clark. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. From inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Headed out to lead this team is John Mateer. Tough day in that last loss. Threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. The play fake on first down to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, you know, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
Handoff to Xavier. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Great job by the back on the option.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Bringing it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mateer. It's complete. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Stepping to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. He's got the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Throwing Sellers. The screen, and watch out. Fighting up, and another broken tackle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Clark. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Tuggle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Sellers. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sellers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. There he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Release to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes it past the marker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Fires one high and deep. Grabs it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback desperately trying to get it off, and he cannot, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And do you think there will be second guessing about passing on a field goal try? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 5 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Cougars on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Now back to your game in Norman. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score.
Unloads it downfield. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
With the catch, it's Harbor.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Run in the red zone, it's McAllister. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Great, got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And here's the third interception of the night. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Play fake, Sellers. Pressure coming, and he never had a chance.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Finds his man. It's Robinson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's complete on the right side. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do.
Taking it the other way. The 40, the 30, running inside the 20. And he's brought down, and he just about took it all the way. How about the timing on the pitch from this quarterback on the option? Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, it's Fuller. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? keeps it on the option. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game. And he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Looking down the middle. Got a man. It's Robinson. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the tight end.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They send the tight end in motion. Rides the option, he keeps it. Quarterback gets past him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They'll start on the ground with Isaiah Auguste. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Auguste again. Tripped up for the tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, Dave. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in one week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football team to try to improve on and get this thing going.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.